Hello, good morning, sunshine. Welcome to a brand new day and welcome to your practice. As you can tell, we are going to keep it softer and more gentle today just to slowly wake up the body and start the day off on a lovely, well, I want to say good note, but on a note and point of connection with ourselves in order for that to reflect forward into the rest of the day. So often if we start our day off perhaps moving through the motions without taking time and space for ourselves, that is how the rest of our day is going to be. So to create more space within and connect to ourselves, that is going to reflect into the rest of our day. We're going to be more connected, be perhaps a little bit more level-headed, be able to find equanimity, like this. So congratulate yourself for showing up today, and we shall begin. We're going to begin in a comfy seat like so. You can have your knees a little bit wider, bring the heels in, or you can be in Sukhasana, so just in a more of a simple cross-legged position, wherever you are. I'm actually going to grab a cushion that I have hiding out of the frame there. Wherever you are, ensure your hips are nice and high. So I really love to sit on a cushion. Close down the eyes. Lengthen the spine, lengthen the crown of the head. Reaching up towards the sky as you soften the face, as the shoulders soften away from the ears. Take a moment here of stillness. Checking in with how you are today. Maybe taking a moment of gratitude. One or two things that you're grateful for. Anything that comes to mind, no matter how big or how small. If you'd like to set an intention, a sankalpa for this practice as well, now's the time to do so. Bring your hands to heart center now. We'll take one big deep belly breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And opening with a single Rub the palms together now. Create some tapas, some heat, some energy. And then when I say so, we'll bring the hands over the eyes and take a big inhale as you open the eyes in the palms. So creating the energy, then we're going to breathe it into the body, waking up the body, waking up the mind. Feel the warmth, cultivating the energy in between the palms. And bringing the hands over the eyes now. Inhale, open the eyes. Slowly blinking open the eyes and moving the palms away. Continue looking at the palms, looking at the palms. Palms together, namaste. We'll just warm up the neck and upper body a little bit. So let's create circles with the neck. Anti-clockwise up, exhale down. Anti-clockwise breathing up, exhale down. Really doesn't matter which way you're going. Try and move a little bit slow with intention. Reversing the circle now. Maybe throughout this practice, see if you can move a little bit slower than you would normally. So often we can really throw ourselves into asanas, especially if we've done them a few times. So finding that stability within. Inhaling up, exhaling down. One more time. Exhale back through center, and from here we're going to inhale, open up the right arm all the way up, and then looking over diagonally. Exhale back through center. We'll swap sides now, so the hand can come onto the knee, or onto the heart, or onto the belly, whatever feels good for you. Inhale, opening to the left, reaching back, just warming up, so not straining. Exhale back through center, moving like you in your own pace with your own breath now, just moving with the breath. Inhale to open, exhale, center. Continue now for a few more breaths. One more time on either side. And then from here, we're going to do the same thing, but bringing the feet together. So coming into butterfly, Baddha Konasana almost. And then instead of grabbing onto either knee or either thigh, wherever you were popping the hand, we're going to grab onto the outside of the right foot or the right shin. Inhale, open the arms as you were, and then also open the leg up. Exhale, swapping over, so the right comes to the outside of the left shin or left foot. Inhale to lengthen that foot and open up to the left. Gaze is following here. So it might take a moment to get used to, but then moving with the breath. Allow yourself to get into a nice rhythm. Just warming up. One more time on either side here. We're going to come over into a tabletop now. So moving that cushion out of the way, maybe you'd like to use it for some other asanas. Come down into tabletop, shoulders are over the wrists. Couple of cat-cows here. Inhale to open, exhale, pressing away. Really lovely to warm up the spine and warm up the upper body here and warm up the wrists. One more time. Coming back to center, turn the fingertips so they're facing towards the body now. So if that is too much for you, just bring them sideways so the fingers are facing each other. Otherwise, towards the body, inhale and then exhale, just leaning back. So really warming up the wrists and warming up the forearms here. This feels really nice for me. Couple more breaths here. Slowly releasing when you're ready. We're going to come down into Balasana, child's pose. So bringing the knees nice and wide, hips back towards the heels. They don't have to touch. And then the forehead is heading in the direction of the mat. You can keep the forearms down to keep it a little bit more soft. Relax the shoulders away from the ears and then take 3 deep belly breaths. Feeling the prana wake up the body as you inhale. And exhale, release, relax into the pose. Inhale, forehead rises up. Walk the palms all the way over to the left side of the mat, lengthening the whole right side body, reaching out diagonally here. Keeping both glutes down. Inhale, rising up. Walking the hands over to the right side now. Lengthening and breathing into that left side body. And into the hips as well. Inhale, rising up, walking the hands back through center now. We're going to come all the way up. Keep the knees wide, just a little bit, but bring them in, bring the heels out. Threading the needle now, we're going to inhale, open up the arm to the right side, and then exhale, threading through. Pressing out of the left palm here. Inhale, rising up to open, so it is a little bit easier if you do bring those knees wide. Exhale, right palm comes under left elbow. One more time, inhaling up. Exhale, under. Inhale to open. Exhale, back through center. Same again on the other side. Inhale, opening the arm up, opening to the left. Exhale, threading under, right forearm. Inhale, open. Exhale. Pressing away from the mat with that right hand. Inhale one more time. Exhale, threading through. Inhale to open. And exhale back through center. All right, from here, we're going to come into lizard, but we're going to do a couple of rotations with the hips first. So inhale, that right leg reaches up, and just create some circles with the hips, anti-clockwise. Reverse the circle again. Clockwise circles with the hips. Doesn't matter how big or how small these are. And then from here, one more big inhale and exhale, stepping that right foot to the outside of the left palm here. Coming down into lizard. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Move the hips side to side perhaps, focusing on opening the heart. If you need to come up onto a block or your cushion or your fingertips, you can do that as well if you feel like you have need that little bit more integrity in the upper body. Otherwise, breathing here. See what it feels like to maybe come onto the outer edge of that right foot. Might allow you to open up that little bit more. If you are feeling up to it, you're welcome to press away the thigh there and open up to the right. Opening the heart, opening the chest, keeping soft and gentle with the body and the breath. One more inhale. Exhale, releasing. Drop that foot down, and then staying here, we're going to tuck the toes under. Rock back and forward just a little bit. Maybe looking at me first. We're going to inhale, exhale, big step up. Left knee comes to the outside of the right foot. And then drop that left foot back to the hip as well, coming into Gomukhasana, cow face pose. So this is another really wonderful place for a cushion. You can sit up on the cushion. You want both your glutes grounded on the mat or on the cushion. If that is a lot for you, please just extend the bottom leg out and just go with the one leg on top. You want to be grounded, hips nice and straight. So if you need to heighten the hips, please do. And staying here, roll the shoulders up and away. We have the option here to clasp the hands to either elbow, either forearm. You can do Namaskar Mudra behind the back. I really like to stay here with a nice straight spine and just massage my feet, massaging the heels, the inner arches. So this can be quite intense, so just stay with the breath. And again, that intention rather, to stay soft. If you need to come out, please do. Finding a couple of moments of stillness now. Inhale, exhale, rolling forward. Just slowly coming out and back through center. Back into tabletop. Maybe create some circles with the hips. Move the hips side to side. Anything you need to do before finding a little bit of stillness again. And then back to tabletop. Realigning, shoulders over the wrists. From here, we'll do the same on the other side. So, creating some external rotations with the left knee here. So just warming up and opening the hips. Reversing the circle. Notice if you're dropping into the wrists, so really pressing away nicely out of the mat here. Engaging the core will help you a little bit. Finding your center, and then again, inhale, exhale, big step out side of the left palm this time. Coming forward with the hips into lizard. Rolling the shoulders away from the ears. Keeping a nice soft face, open the heart slightly. If you like, come up onto the fingertips. Really notice what feels good for you today. So keeping it gentle, keeping it soft. Coming on to the outer edge of the left knee if you like. And if you're feeling up to it, opening up. So feel as though you're opening the heart here. Almost as if you could slide your hand along your body and you're pulling a bow and arrow up and open. Not straining the neck here. We'll stay here for a couple of breaths. Notice how this side is perhaps a little bit different than the other as well. Exhale, calming back through center. Maybe moving the hips side to side, back and forward a little bit. Inhale, lifting up the right knee off the mat. And then again, we're going to step up into Gomukhasana, cow face pose. So maybe try it a couple of times, lengthening that front leg on an inhale, and then exhale, big step up. Right knee comes to the outside of the left foot. Bring the glutes down, and then bring the left heel to the outside of the right hip. I'll face you this time. Remember to drop the bottom leg if you need to. I often do. Stay up on a cushion if you do not have the glutes naturally grounded onto the mat here. There's just no way that you have to do that, so a cushion is highly recommended. I like to come forward a little bit and then readjust, really ground down. Like anytime you need to, feel free to readjust and find that sense of groundedness again and alignment again. Shoulders away from the ears, relaxing the face here and breathing, because it can be intense, I know that. Massaging the feet if you like. You can clasp the hands behind the back. You can massage the forearms too. Just staying with the breath. If your eyes are closed, maybe blinking them open and taking a moment to look at me now. So the alignment of Gomukhasana is we want our knees in line. So it might not be in line, that's totally fine, but we want to be heading in that direction. If your heels do not come nowhere near the hips, or they're not going perfectly in line with the hips, it's also totally fine. You're welcome to bring the heels all the way out, as long as those knees are heading in the direction of one another. And they want to keep a nice straight spine, so it really allows us to find that closing in the hips, which in turn actually opens the hips, which is really lovely. But that is also why it's really important to keep one leg extended out, and that allows you to maybe find that alignment with that top knee in order to, protect the knees and the hips as well. We really don't want to be feeling any pain or any points of tension in the knees. We want to protect the knees. So this is another really wonderful reason why we can work with a cushion. You could put 2 cushions and really heighten the hips, The more you heighten the hips, the lovelier and softer it will feel as well. So being able to hold it comfortably is really important. All right, I'm talking now, so a little bit much, so I understand we are holding it for a while. Come out of it when you're ready, pressing forward, back into tabletop, wiggling out the hips again, side to side, or create circles, anything you need to do here. And then we're going to find our way all the way back into a seat. We're going to come into a wide-legged forward fold. So coming into a wide-legged forward fold now. Bring the feet as wide as you like. Legs distance is a really nice amount. Pull the glutes out again, as I mentioned, just finding that sense of groundedness with the sitting bones. Nice straight spine. Ensure the toes are flexed towards you. Inhale, reaching up. Gaze follows. Exhale, reaching forward and down. Try to really keep that spine straight and lengthened as you come down. So we're not focusing on going down, down. We're focusing on going down and out. So the sense of opening their heart there. And it really helps to imagine you do have someone pulling you perhaps from the chest, from the heart, keeping it nice and open. We'll stay here for a few breaths. Again, if you're feeling any pain in the knee, then just closing the legs a little bit. Just one more note. Just because we can do something doesn't mean we have to do it as well. Often the practice is actually pulling back a little bit. Like, do I have to go all the way down just because I'm capable of it? Or can I just stay here and be comfortable and stay still with my breath? Stay soft. Couple more breaths. Then we're going to come out the same way we came in. Inhale, rising up, lifting up with the arms. Reach up, gaze follows. Exhale, dropping the hands down, closing the legs. We're going to come into a reverse tabletop quickly, which is the counter pose. Just brings a little bit more balance in the body, equalize the body. Fingers are facing towards you. You can keep this soft, it can be quite strong, but inhale, exhale, lift those hips off away from the mat. Press the hips up. Couple of breaths here. And exhale, releasing. Coming down all the way onto the back now. We're going to come into a bridge pose now. So bringing the palms down onto the mat. Heels and toes are on the mat as well. Knees energetically pushing together. So imagine you have a ball or something, a block or a cushion. You could even actually put your cushion or block in between the thighs there. And then inhale, exhale, press away from the mat with the hips. So hips rising up, keeping those knees energetically pressed together. Stay here for a few breaths. Again, you don't have to go super high up. Just engaging the core, engaging the glutes. Exhale. Bring the hips down. Take a moment and we'll do that 2 more times. So if you like, option, when you're rising up, you can clasp the hands and come onto the shoulders just a little bit. It's up to you. Maybe try it out and see what it feels like. Inhale, exhale, pressing away. Maybe coming onto those shoulders, maybe clasping the hands underneath, as long as you're keeping that alignment with the legs. Knees energetically pressing together. And release. Taking a moment here. And one more time, rising up. Maybe your chin comes towards the chest here. And release. Coming into a final twist. Cactus the arms if you like. Inhale, left knee comes over the right. Doesn't really matter what side you're doing. And then exhale, drop the knees over to the right. Couple nice deep belly breaths here. Inhale back through center, swapping over now. Right comes over the left on an inhale, and exhale, releasing over to the left. keeping both of those shoulders grounded. Inhale, coming back. And finally resting into Shavasana now. So wherever you are, finding a comfortable laying position. Let the toes fall out. Maybe lift up the shoulders and pop them down again. Lengthen the back of the neck. Squeeze the whole body. And exhale. Relax. We'll stay here for a couple of minutes. So stay with me. Shavasana is just as important as all of the other asanas and moves that we go through. This is the practice. Enjoy the stillness for the next couple of minutes. And if your mind wanders, just coming back to the breath and back to the body, congratulate yourself for catching yourself when your mind wanders as it does. Don't judge yourself for it. Allow your body to integrate that which we've just done, creating that mind-body connection. If you have the time and space, you are welcome to stay here, and I encourage you to do so for 5 more minutes. Otherwise, begin to slowly wiggle the fingertips and wiggle the toes. Bringing a little bit of movement back into the body. Bring the feet together. Inhale, big good morning wake up stretch. Deep belly breath here and exhale. Release. Rolling over onto the left side or whatever side, depending on which way the screen is facing, I guess. When you're ready, pressing up into a comfortable seat. See if you can do that with your eyes closed. Listening to the sound of my voice. So, bring your hands to heart center now. Take a moment to set an intention for the day ahead. Maybe it will be the same intention that you had for your practice. And you can think how you can in turn bring that intention into the rest of your day, off the mat. Otherwise, thinking of an intention, a sankalpa, for the day ahead. And then knowing that you can come back to that intention throughout your day. Knowing that you are capable of choosing how you would like your day to go. Choosing how you would like to react and respond rather in every moment. Now days turn into months, turn into years, and turn into our lives. So how you spend your day is how you spend your life. When you're ready, bringing your hands to your third eye in between the eyebrows, giving thanks for yoga, for the teachings of yoga, for the teachers of yoga, and how blessed we are to practice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bowing forward. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for today's practice. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a really lovely day ahead. See you in the next one. Om Namah Shivaya.